Kitty and
I'm Emma.
And this is Ordinary Life, and we're coming to you from whatever podcast place you pick up your podcasty things from, and also on huge thanks to Coast Access Radio for allowing us to come do our thing. And we're not medical experts, and we are not doctors or anything like that, but we are
Experts on us.
and we think that we know quite a bit about. Well, we know quite a bit about Parkinson's.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
We know a little bit about living life with chronic illness
We
in New
do.
Zealand.
Yes.
New Zealand.
And we
Aotearoa.
Aotearoa, New Zealand. And what else? We've got a sponsor who loves us.
A very lovely sponsor.
Very lovely sponsor.
Yeah, very, very good advice from Cover Yours Insurance Advisors.
That's the one. So we're sponsored by Cover Yours Insurance. You can find them at coveryours.co.nz. And from quote to claim, they're in your corner. And you should contact them today because they are awesome.
Do it now.
Do it now. Get some health insurance. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Today we were going to talk about, mental kind of issues and stuff.
Parkinson's, is it all in your mind?
Is it in your mind? And
That's a big question.
yeah. I mean, I've got a few things. I was doing some research, and it says, is Parkinson's a disease of the mind? Why do I think, are you mentally there with Parkinson's? And while they might seem like strange questions now, when I was first diagnosed, the first question I think I asked was, is it going to kill me? And then I said, am I going to lose my mind? Because I was really worried about, I was thinking about Alzheimer's and all kinds of things. And then the third question was, unfortunately, you've mentioned I might have to take some medication. Can I still have a drink? Because
That was third.
they just told me I'd got a degenerative, incurable disease. I kind of needed a stiff drink. Obviously,
yeah.
I'm not endorsing drinking in any way, shape or form. But I did.
This is just taking me back to my diagnosis, and I feel like I didn't get told any of that. I kind of skipped down the road and thought everything's all fine. Not really.
Everything's hunky-dory.
So, in terms, what do you mean by is it all in my mind?
Well, what I mean is that sometimes moments like now, but not a good moment for radio because I'm kind of wiggling my arms around and going, oh, look, I've got hardly any tremor, a little bit of tremor in my left hand, tiny, imperceptible.
I'm doing the tremor test now.
The tremor test.
Yeah,
right?
I can see a little bit of a quiver.
You've got a little bit of a quiver on your left, and I've got a tiny quiver on my left. But otherwise, I'm at peak maximum pill power. Right, I've taken my rapid, I've taken my other two ones that get me going on the morning, and I'm feeling brilliant. And I can do it. I can bend over. I can pick things up off the floor. I can walk without a limp. It's great. I can just walk, right? Because walking's easy. And I'm thinking, well, clearly I've just knocked these pills back, and this is brilliant. Why can't I do it in a few hours' time? And every time it staggers me because I feel so good, and then I just totally crash and burn.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think to myself, well, it just gave me a few extra chemicals. I know that my body can do this stuff. So why can't I walk later on? Later today I will really struggle. And I suppose it's just that really. I feel really sad and weird and odd.
You are very odd, Kitty. Sorry.
But, people don't. You say you're disabled, and you say that there's something wrong with you, and people go, "Oh, you look fine."
Yeah.
And you go, "Well, I am."
It's very dismissive, isn't it? I think I wonder if that's why people sort of stop taking meds, and start to question whether it's the meds or the actual thing that's supposedly wrong
Yeah, because
with them.
people do that. Eh?
Yeah, I've heard of that a lot. I remember reading this book by this person who had Parkinson's, and he made improvements in his life by exercising and walking and stuff. And he was trying to tell other people about it, and he constantly got questioned whether he even had Parkinson's. And yeah. And you see people going through this, and it is kind of strange because we can't see what's going on inside us, can we? So we've only got.
It's like you have to kind of justify to other people why. Because I know. Someone said to me, but you look fine and you're all right. And I went, no, I'm not all right. If it wasn't for the tablets, I would not be okay. And when they wear off, I am not okay. And on a night and on a morning and sometimes turning over in bed at night, I am not okay.
And also, like, the person who said that, I mean, how did they know? The presumption of a person to go, just looking at you look fine, obviously you're right. Like, they have no idea anything about your life. It just gets me rageable.
You're rageable.
Rageable.
I like that word.
I'm making up words. But you know what I mean? Like, the fact that you are the most expert person on what's going on inside you, why don't people not believe you when you say, this is how it is for me?
I think they do, but they don't think it. It's like you're saying about the person that exercised, right? And I exercise a lot, and people say, oh, does it help? And you go, I don't know. But I usually say I'm not about to find out by stopping. And do you know what I mean? Like,
that'd be a good science experiment.
No, we would not. I mean, I actually pulled a muscle down my right side last week, and so I've had to rest the muscle, which is been actually quite bad for my Parkinson's. And so this morning I've done a 10K bike ride.
10K?
Well,
that's awesome.
Yeah, I did 10Ks on my little bike in the corner of the bedroom.
Oh, yeah.
Whilst watching Netflix.
Netflix and bike.
Netflix and bike. But, I figured it's better than doing nothing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But, and I do feel really good for doing it. I had a shower, sorted myself out. But I don't... It just kind of gets to me that I feel so good, and how can I feel so great, and then I'll just crash later on, and it just be so bad.
Yeah. Yeah, and it does your head in sometimes, eh?
It's not really a very well considered, thought out topic, but I mean, it's just what's on my mind.
I think we do know that there are cognitive issues with Parkinson's, and there are also a whole lot of non-motor symptoms that cannot be seen.
There are.
Yeah. But so, like,
let's not talk about constipation.
It is completely in our brains.
That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Somebody said to me, but you could walk earlier, and now you can't. No, no. I said, if I try really, really hard, I don't know if you've ever done this. You kind of steel yourself, and you go, right, I am gonna. I remember a physiotherapist saying to me, walk with purpose, right? Yeah. And I thought, okay. And my meds had worn off. I'd been struggling to walk home. I just had the last bit down the road. And I said to my son, watch this. This is weird. Because I'd been really, really limping and stuff. And I kind of was like, right, you can do this. And I was like, I'm going to walk towards the house. And I walked nearly all the way without limping.
Yeah.
But it was incredibly mentally challenging.
Yeah.
And it was incredibly draining.
Yeah.
And I mean, you couldn't do it all the time, but I'm like, I don't know what that proves or doesn't prove, but I say to people, the brain is incredibly powerful.
Yeah. And we're also reliant on a whole lot of stuff that we don't know about it, that it's going on inside us. And it's really hard to explain that to people really quickly, really, like, although you don't realise it. our ability to walk and move is dependent on our brains making a chemical inside them called dopamine, and and then you start to lose people at about.
Well, loads of people comment. I've got a necklace that my daughter gave me with a dopamine molecule on it, and people are always saying, "Oh, what's that?" And usually they'll go, "Is it caffeine?"
Oh.
No.
Is it similar to caffeine, the look of the structure?
I think it is. Oh. But they'll say, "Oh, what is it?" And you go, "Oh, it's dopamine." And they go, "Oh, dopamine hit, right?"
Yeah.
And you go, "No, I've got Parkinson's." And they're like, "Oh." And I usually just say, "Oh, my daughter gave it to me because I've always got some spare dopamine on me because it's a neurotransmitter and I don't have enough of it in my brain." It's like a real buzzkill moment, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think people hear dopamine and think either they think that dopamine hacking or dopamine tricks that you can.
I love
social media is full of.
I love the people at the moment who are like dopamine detox because dopamine is bad, and you're like, "Oh, dude, you no clue what you're talking about."
I saw this thing called dopamine dressing. And I was like, what the heck is that? And I researched it, and it's where you dress to make yourself feel good. So, but it's got this term.
But let's say the word dopamine and make it look cool and funky.
But that's because it's like dopamine. It's got that reputation as being
dopamine, the game.
Dopamine, the thing that makes you feel good, and that's all it's about. Like there's actually a lot of.
I hate it when people go and then we'll be working out and you'll get a dopamine boost, yay! And I'm like, if only it was that easy to create dopamine in my brain.
Yeah. So it is kind of like these tricky, complex things to explain, but I don't try because it's, like I used to say there's something wrong with my brain and get a perplexed kind of look,
but it's easier than going. I find saying my brain doesn't work easier than all the other stuff because it's the people who go, "So what's wrong with your arm?" or "What's wrong with your leg?" Yeah, nothing. No, it's fine. Just my brain doesn't work.
Yeah. I used to get that too. What's wrong with have you done something to your leg? Oh no, it's my brain. My brain's
thinks it's faulty. My brain won't talk to it. It's having a
my brain's divorcing my foot.
Yeah. My brain's decided it can't be bothered talking to the rest of my body,
so it's just gonna ghost them. I've been ghosted by my own brain. Oh my God, that literally is it, eh?
And now I'm thinking about gosh.
But like I've seen a lot of people say that like Parkinson's, it literally is all in my brain.
It's all in your mind. And I always go, how prophetic. You're right. It is all in my mind because the substantia nigra is not working and therefore I am not producing enough neurotransmitters, which are incidentally called dopamine. That doesn't mean that I just need a dopamine boost.
You are on drugs, but they're not bad drugs.
Yeah. That's just crazy, eh?
Yeah, the whole thing is completely a mind game.
You nearly said the F word.
Did I? No.
Ooh.
What? What
Flip.
Oh my gosh! Now I can't think of anything else. But yeah.
You see, now I'm thinking about like the miserable things that are linked to Parkinson's. Like I'm really interested in whether getting weakness is weakness, and whether let's whisper Parkinson's dementia.
Oh,
which
okay.
scares me very, very much.
So
but I think
weakness
that's another
of
one. The weakness in your body that you get. They say your muscles waste, but I don't know why. I don't know if it's because you don't use them enough or what.
Yeah. Are you doing strength-based stuff at the gym or wherever?
I don't go. I'm not allowed to go to the gym because I swear at the television too much.
Is the gym in your lounge or where's your
gym?
The
gym is in my lounge.
Oh, and you've been banned?
I've been banned from going to the gym by my husband, who says, I wake up and I can hear you swearing at the television. But I can do a half side plank now.
Oh my goodness. Well, I would get you to do it, but it doesn't really translate.
It doesn't work on radio.
On radio, yeah.
But thank you very much for talking to me, Emma. It's been fantastic.
And thank you for talking to me, Kitty.
You're welcome anytime. Should we do it again next week?
Yeah, let's go on.
So you can find us on Facebook and Instagram on Ordinary Life and Ordinary Life PD. And we will be here with Coast Access Radio and Cover Yours from Quote to Claim. They're in your corner this time next week.
Okay, dear.
This program was made with assistance from New Zealand On Air for radio broadcast and through the accessmedia.nz website. Thank you, New Zealand On Air.